Now, I am the Publications Manager and Multimedia Designer at Kappa Psi and Tau Beta Sigma National Headquarters. Now, Kappa Psi being the national band Fraternity, and Tau Beta Sigma being the national band Sorority. And as Publications Manager, the main publication that I am responsible for is the PODIUM. So, in this episode of Run the Layers, I'm actually going to take you kind of into my thought process and design process of how I actually design these 44 to 48 page magazines. Thus far in my career here, I've done 9 podiums. Now, the PODIUM is the national publication of Kappa Psi Tau Beta Sigma. It comes out twice a year, in the fall and in the spring semesters. The start of a magazine, and I've written about this in my blog, creativebobby.com, about what a magazine cover is supposed to do. That's usually one of the first thing that I go to when I know what the theme is. When I don't know what the theme is, I'll need to kind of go through the articles that have been received and see what will be the theme of the magazine, or what will be the cover story for the magazine. So in the latest PODIUM for the fall 2017 PODIUM, I knew that the theme was going to be a post-national convention recap. So with the post-national convention recap issues, usually the big mass convention photo is featured somewhere on the cover. So my initial idea was to have the cover be just the big photo, and then I was going to put the PODIUM logo within it as if it were part of the picture. However, the dimensions of the photo didn't really lend itself to that. So what I had to do was kind of rethink my strategy, and what I had to do was kind of put the photo in there twice. Once as a background with a gradient overlay on top. Also, the colors in the gradient are taken directly from the National Convention branding that I did for the convention. So those blues will be familiar. So I have the photo in the background, kind of like it's in the background, and then I had the photo itself as if it were an actual photo laying on top of the big background with the gradient. On the bottom, I put Convention Edition, and I put the actual National Convention 2017 logo at the bottom, just so as the top part of the magazine lets you know what it is, the bottom part of the magazine, as well as, you know, the theme of the overall cover, lets you know what this issue of the magazine will be talking about. Throughout my years here, I've experimented with the design of the inside of the magazine as an effort to improve and evolve the magazine. I've altered the masthead, I have altered the calendar of events, I have tinkered around with the section from the executive director. I've completely overhauled the table of content and other elements, drawing inspiration from professional, entertainment, and other fraternal publications. Subtle yet important touches include increasing the space between the text columns, as well as the space from the edges of the pages. The additional white space makes the magazine look cleaner overall. And with this particular issue, I feel like I really arrived at an article format that I really like. I gave the title more weight, and I have the excerpt acting as a preview of the content within. I'm very visually satisfied with this layout, and because the layout is clean, but it's also still flexible throughout the magazine. You know, the tradition of using one of the colors of the author's school continues in this issue, and it works well with the new style. So it's a subtlety that's been there. Actually, I believe it's been there since before I got there, where this crest, whether it be someone submitting from Kappa Psi or the crest submitting from the crest of someone submitting from Tau Beta Sigma. If it's a brother of Kappa Psi submitting the article, you'll see the Kappa Psi crest, and then if it's someone from Tau Beta Sigma, you'll see the Tau Beta Sigma crest. Now, the colors of the crest will correspond to the school's color of the person. These submissions for the magazine come from different viewpoints. So we have alumni submitting some articles, we have students from chapters from active chapters submitted articles, but we also have articles from our national leadership. So traditionally, the national leadership section of the magazine is designed in a totally different way. And I've, as with the other things in the magazine since I've been here, I've toyed with certain things, and also with this, I feel like I've really arrived at something that I really, really like. I completely changed this section to be more readable with the dark text on the white paper. The blue top and blue bottom sections let the reader know that they're in a different section with a different purpose. This section being the national leadership section, where they promote national initiatives, provide important news or advice to members. The author and the title I moved to the top to make room for their photo. I thought that having the photos of the national leaders would be a good thing to have. Having the officer's photo beside their article puts a face to an important name, creating a connection for that reader. I've gotten a lot of great feedback on this particular issue of the Podium, and I'm really excited about what this means for the future of the magazine, because this Podium acts as a show window to the college band world. Through trial, error, research, and a lot of support with the people that I work with, I'm learning more and more how to create publications that maximize the efficiency and really reach the goals that have been set forth. I'll always strive for greater design, clean yet creative, for the betterment of fraternity and sororities communications. So yeah, that is the Podium and some of the things that I've done with it over these past few years. Link in the description below for the latest edition, as well as the Podium website, so you can peruse to look at more past issues and see kind of the evolution of the magazine. But as always, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, follow me on the social media, and see you next time.